Okay, very good. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. We are recalling to order the regular meeting of the Suffern Central School District Board of Education for Tuesday, September 30th, 2025. May the record reflect that all board members are present, and we will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, our next item is Student Board Member Report. Joy and Robbie, take it away.
Oh, there we go. So this week is Spirit Week at Suffern High School. Yesterday, Monday, was Jersey Day, where kids would wear jerseys and sports teams. Today was Pink Out Day, where students wear red. Pink.
Good job.
And tomorrow we have extended lunch and Suffern Spirit Day. So extended lunch is 20 minutes longer, and we usually have activities like we have snack stands, cupcakes, facts department makes them, snow cones, popcorn, and sometimes we have bounce houses, depending on the weather. It could be outside, it could be in the gym, but it's a really fun thing, gets the students going, gets them excited. We have Thursday off for Yom Kippur, and Friday is the class color day. So the freshmen wear green, the sophomores red, the juniors purple, no, freshmen purple, juniors green, and seniors blue, where they will wear maybe their pennies. And so they have a handball tournament at lunch where all four grades have a tournament against each other. And then the pep rally for both the freshmen versus sophomores and juniors versus seniors in the afternoon later in the day. That'll be followed up by the homecoming football game, and Saturday we'll start off with the SATs.
After the SAT exam at Suffern High School on October 4th, this Saturday, the homecoming dance will be at 7 p.m. at the high school. And then the following Monday, on October 6th, it will be financial aid night at the high school. This is mostly for seniors and their parents, but any students who are interested are able to participate and will be able to learn about the financial aid process and college applications. College visits also started last week, where students were able to meet with representatives from different colleges, including SUNY Oswego, the University of Rochester, and Colgate University in the guidance office. Thursday, October 9th, next Thursday, will be the Club Expo, which is during lunch, when students will be able to walk around to different tables where clubs will have information about where to sign up and also what they do in their club. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was excellent. Okay, now we're going to move on to the minutes of the regular meeting of September 9th, 2025. Has everyone had an opportunity to review the minutes? Do I have a motion to approve the minutes? Mrs. Hodge, second. Mr. Donnelly, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Any abstentions?
Yes, I abstain.
Okay, Mr. Frazier abstains. And Mr. Donnelly abstains. Thank you. All right, superintendent's comments.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the board meeting. Thankful that all of you could make it here this evening. We have two presentations this evening. We are going to start off with a project, a collaborative project that we're really excited about that involves our students from the Nourish Project, and they're partnering with the community food pantry. So I'm going to ask the students to come on up and give their presentation in a moment. But the Nourish Project is a new club that's been created to take action against food insecurity in our own backyard. These students work in collaboration with the Community Food Pantry, which serves Sloatsburg, Suffern, Hilburn, and Tuxedo. And they are here tonight to share their story and promote an upcoming event that they've organized to raise money for the Community Food Pantry. So I know many of us have seen your fun Instagram posts promoting the evening and promoting the event. but we're so excited to have you here this evening. So here to present are Maya Rosado, Victoria Magana, Noemi Palma, and Brody Seltzer. Come on up.
Okay. I can stand here. Can everyone hear? Okay. So we are the Nourish Project. We are a club at Suffern High School. We were just founded last year, and we work directly with the community food pantry to raise awareness about food insecurity affecting students and families right here within our own district. My name is Maya. This is...
I'm Melanie. I'm Victoria. I'm Brody.
And so again, thank you for mentioning our fundraiser. We have a Night to Nourish coming up on October 17th, where it will be at Suffern High School from 5:30 to 9. I should know this. Oh, thank you. So adults will be having adult tickets will be $25, and students grades 6 through 12 will be $15, and 5th grade students and under will be free. At the event, we will be having a tricky tray or raffles. We will have raffles. I think a few food trucks. We're going to have Taco Boys and I think a cupcake carriage and a few other food trucks. It's gonna be a great night. I need my notes. So my friends and I founded this club because we wanted to find a way to build a club that provided real learning opportunities and impact for our community. You may have seen us around or not. If you haven't, hi. We've been at One Suffern Day last year, the Suffern Street Fair this year during the fall, and Mounting Mind and strategic planning events, the Blueprint Day. We were very happy to join you guys. And of course, Instagram or Facebook. Aside from outreach events, we have become more involved in supporting the community food pantry with rolling out fundraising campaigns as we raise crucial funds as we continue to lose grants and funding. This event, we're aiming to raise around $25,000. It's a very big goal, but again, it's important. We're calling out our community to just show support. A few people you may see, a few sponsors you may see at the event will be Rob's School of Music, located in Suffern. He will be having student bands and performing with his own band, Just Us. And I think we're having a former student of Suffern High School, Ben Stevens. He's coming in. He has created his own band and now is coming back to sing with us and support us. Over the past, I just wanted to update you guys about another initiative aside from October 17th. Over the past 5 weeks, we have been partnering with local restaurants on Thursdays. We call them Dine to Nourish Thursdays. And every Thursday, we partner with anywhere from 2 to 4 restaurants in our area that are within our serving area. And we ask them to do Dine to Donates with us. And those are our videos. Thank you, Gunderson. So this week, we are partnering with Blueberries in the shopping center near Acme. We're also partnering with Nikki's Pizza as well as AJ's Sushi. I don't think I have anything else to say. Thank you for buying a ticket. You guys should all buy your tickets. Everyone, I'm counting on it. We would be very happy to see you there. And just come out and support, see what we do.
Thank you very much. Oh.
One last thing. Thank you. There's so much to think about when planning something like this. If you have any students or anyone is watching this or our student representatives, I see you. Not a threat, I'm sorry. We are going to be providing any student grades 6 through 12 with 4 hours of community service if they attend the event by ticket. We will be giving out certificates. So if you know anyone that needs community service, October 17th is the place to be.
Thank you so much. I just want to share, thank you so much, Maya, and your fellow student leaders who have come here. This is such a wonderful example of where students see that there's a need in the community, and in their working relationship with the community food pantry have seen, whether it's federal or state funding that has essentially been decreased or disappeared from a really vital service to folks within our school community. You saw the need with the reduced funding, and you've been working really hard to build awareness for the importance of the community food pantry, raising money, advocating for its importance, and also making sure that at the same time you're not stigmatizing in a negative way when some of your fellow students really rely on the generosity of their community members. So you're doing a phenomenal job. The four of you and everyone that works with the Nourish Project should be really proud of the work that you're doing. You're really making this community proud. Thank you very much. And I'd like to shift over to the second portion of my comments. I'm going to ask Doug Zimmerman to come on up in a moment, but I'm going to first say a couple of, I think, nice words about the folks that work in our business office who have been working tirelessly throughout this audit season with our external auditors to make sure that Doug Zimmerman, his entire team, had the information that they needed, answered questions, and were open to some feedback from our auditors about ways that we could adjust our practices for the future. And of course, Dr. Castellane leads the charge with the department. So Dr. Castellane, thank you for all the work that you've done on this front. And then of course, I know the first thing you would say, and maybe I'm stealing your thunder here, but thanking our district treasurer, Pamela Alfante, right? So thank you very much for the work that you've been doing as treasurer. If you want to give a little wave. And so, yep, there you go. Pamela, thank you so much. Your expertise is very much valued here. So Dr. Castellane, I'll turn it over to you.
Well, thank you. And you pretty much said everything I needed to. But I will echo the Pamela and her dedication and what a lot of people don't understand is during the summertime, that's our busy season. So while things might quiet down for the business office a little bit, end of October, beginning of November, during the summer, Pamela's here. She's here late. She's working, closing up shop every day. And her and my team upstairs, just amazing. And 3 years ago, when I stepped into this position, EFPR Group was hired by the previous business official. They were coming in, and for those of you that were here, that we, and maybe those that weren't here were paying attention, we didn't have our audit closed until well into November, which is, much beyond our October 15th, New York State's deadline. So what I do want to highlight is, last year we were, year two, establishing that relationship, reaching out to them as a resource throughout the year. We were able to put some things in place. Last year we did, we're on time. And this year, because of the state releasing their information a little bit earlier, as you can see, we're September 30th, which is probably before most districts, at least in our area or even in New York State. So I do want to kind of highlight a couple of those things. But we'll call Doug up and he can share his findings and we'll go from there.
Raise that up a little bit. Again, good evening. I'm Doug Zimmerman, partner with the EFPR Group, and I won't go through all this stuff that was already covered. Just to say we did have outstanding cooperation between everybody in the business office, and completing this audit really is a team approach. We certainly have a role in it, but management and the entire accounting team have to be doing stuff not only at audit time but throughout the year to get to the point where we can be meeting here today to review the results of the engagement. Go to the next slide. So I've got a very brief presentation here, and I'll just walk through it and certainly be happy to answer any questions anyone has. We did have the opportunity last week on the 22nd to review the financial statements in detail with the audit committee. And what I'll be doing tonight is just kind of go over at a high level the results of the audit, along with kind of how the audit unfolded. So we approach the audit by performing what's called a detailed risk assessment. So we look at the operations of the district to determine where the riskier areas could be, and we certainly devote more audit effort in that area. And we identify significant areas. We obtain a detailed understanding of those internal controls in those areas. Part of what we do is we test the effectiveness of your internal control system to make sure it's operating properly. An example of that is, your bank reconciliations are being prepared timely. They're being reviewed by an individual signing off on them. So internal controls are really the bedrock of allowing the financial reporting system to function appropriately and be able to have a clean opinion at the end of the year. Based on our tests, the audit work programs were designed for each area, and they allowed us to issue opinions on the financial statements. There's a number of opinions that we issue. We issue an opinion on the overall financial statements, and that was what's called an unmodified or a clean opinion. So it's a clean bill of health on the report of the district, and that's certainly what you want to receive. And it was mentioned that the filing deadline is October 15th. We do 30-some districts, and this is the second board meeting that I'm attending this year at this point. So you certainly are at the front end of that curve, and that's a testament, really, again, to the accounting department. It's not as easy as it sounds. I mean, I've got a couple of districts. We haven't even started their audit because their accounting is not ready to be audited. And so, it's always nice to come and be talking about good news as opposed to the fact that, we're here in December and, the audit's way past due. So, again, that's exactly what we want, is a timely filing with the state ed, and, put that behind you and move on to the day-to-day operations of the district. Next slide, please. As I mentioned, the results, it's an unmodified opinion on the basic financial statements. There is also a federal grant compliance audit. Any governmental organization that receives over $750,000 in an annual basis of federal dollars has to have an audit conducted in accordance with what's called, commonly referred to as a single audit. There's also a extra classroom activity fund. We heard, the students speak of their fund, their group, and that's certainly a piece of that extra classroom activity fund. There's a separate report that we issue with regards to that. All the records we requested, all the information we asked for, were made freely available. There were no issues whatsoever in conducting the audit. As I mentioned, we start with an audit plan, and I'm happy to report there was nothing that we saw that caused us to deviate from that plan. So the audit went as smoothly as it could have. The results of our test disclose no instances of non-compliance or other matters that are required to be reported either under government auditing standards or under uniform guidance. So there's a whole litany of tests and compliance requirements that the district is required to follow in the stewardship of the dollars, either from the state or from the federal government. And it's our responsibility to test your compliance with those requirements. And again, there were no issues, and so there were no concerns whatsoever with regards to non-compliance matters. Next slide, please. And actually, this is the last slide. So as I mentioned, you receive a significant amount of federal dollars. And as part of the audit, we tested two major programs this year, the Child Nutrition Cluster and the Title I grants to local educational agencies. And again, there were no compliance matters at all with regards to either of those. There was one item that we mentioned within the body of the government auditing standards report, and that was noted as 25001, and that just had to do with the fact that the district's accounting records in some areas required us to adjust certain balances. And it's not indicative of, like I mentioned, the internal controls that we review, but the government accounting rules continue to get more and more complex, and a lot of it had to do with just transferring funds transferring dollars and amounts between various funds of the district. So we're unfortunately required to report that in the report if there is a volume wise enough of that it rises to a certain level. So from an audit risk assessment point of view, it was not a concern whatsoever. It's a fairly common practice that we do because, again, of the just the complexity of the governmental accounting. That's really everything I wanted to cover, and I'd be certainly happy to answer any questions anyone has.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zimmerman. Are there any board members that have any questions? No? Okay.
What is brewing?
Oh, all right, Mr. Shapiro.
So if we were to rate us from 0 to 10, with 0 not being what we want it to be, and 10 definitely being what we want it to be, where would we fall? And you can use decimal points too.
Well, I don't rank anybody, but what I would say is the fact that we're standing here today, still in the month of September, with an October 15th deadline, should give you the confidence that the business office is doing what they have to do. And I mentioned this is only the second meeting that I've had of the 30 some that we do. So I'm not going to give you a number, but it's up there near the top of the scale, simply from the fact that if it wasn't, we wouldn't be standing here today. We'd be meeting in middle of October, late October, November, and that's certainly not the case. So it really is a testament that you can pull all that information together. And there's a lot there that we ask for. There's a lot that has to be done on a month-to-month basis just to maintain the records, to be able to get to the point where we can have this audit completed in this timely a manner.
Okay, thank you.
Any other board members? Questions? No? Okay.
Mr. Zimmerman, I want to thank you very much for your overall presentation, and more importantly, for your ongoing relationship. That your phone is always available for Dr. Castellane and Pamela and the team if ever they have questions or need some advice. We really appreciate not only your reporting but also your mentorship of us. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much, and everybody have a great evening.
Great.
Right,
thank you so much. And in closing the superintendent comments, I just wanted to touch upon our student group mentioned that they were involved with the blueprint process, which is our strategic planning process that we are almost at the end of. So we are hoping by perhaps next board meeting, if not the next board meeting, the board meeting after that, we'll be able to showcase what that blueprint is, which is basically going to be our focus, areas of focus for the next couple of years as a district. And our community has done a wonderful job of providing input, whether it was through a thought exchange or the community forum night, or by providing other comments to us directly via email or in person. It's really been a great process so far, and I'm excited to go ahead and share that with you in one of the coming board meetings. And this concludes my superintendent's report.
Okay, thank you very much. And I also want to thank the audit committee, which is Ms. Bryan and Mr. Donnelly and myself, who spent time going over with Mr. Zimmerman his conclusions not long ago, and carefully considering them before they were presented to this meeting, getting questions answered. It is a complex process, as you can see, but it is important, and I'm glad Mr. Zimmerman was here tonight with some pretty good news for us. I also want to thank the representatives from the Nourish Project for being here. Unfortunately, Suffern is affected by food insecurity as much as it is in many other parts of the world. And I just want to thank you for helping to deal with that. It's sometimes visible and sometimes invisible. And I appreciate that you are looking for creative ways to bring food to families, which is something that many of us take for granted. But I'm sure your efforts are helping to alleviate that stress and anxiety from them. So thank you so much for all the effort that you're doing and for being here tonight to talk to us about it. And we wish you all the best with your fundraiser coming up. And now we're going to move on to public participation. This is our first of 2 public participation sections. This is on action items only. Is there anyone who is here to speak on an action item? They are on our agenda tonight at 2.01 through 2.18. Okay, it looks like no one is here to speak on an action item. So we're going to close that portion of the meeting. Before I ask for a consent agenda, is there any item that any board member would like to pull? Okay, great. Do I have a motion for a consent agenda to approve items 2.01 through 2.18? Mr. Frazier, second. Mr. Shapiro, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, very well. Then we're going to move on to our second public participation section. This is on any board-related business or district-related business. If you're here to speak from the public on any district-related business, please keep your remarks to 3 minutes. Please give us your name, and please do not mention any staff, student, or teacher by name. Is there anyone who is here to speak from the public on any district-related business tonight? Okay, looks like not. So we're going to close that portion of the meeting and go to board member comments. Any board members with any comments tonight? Yes, Ms. Bryan.
I just want to publicly, emphasize the importance of someone like our district treasurer who manages the day-to-day nuts and bolts of what we do. It is a job for someone who loves numbers, and I commend you for holding down the fort of this audit in such a short space of time. Professionally, to have this done and wrapped up so quickly is a tremendous effort. And on behalf of all of us, we certainly appreciate you for doing that. Billy too, but I understand the amount of work that goes into this process and getting us to where we are right now so quickly. So thank you.
All right. Thank you. Any other board members with any comments? Mr. Andert.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all your work. I just want to take this opportunity to request in the future a data-driven update for the fall on student achievement, maybe from the 30,000-foot view. Just going to give an overall picture of where we are meeting and exceeding our expectations for students and where we have room for growth. And as the state test scores are coming out in early November, it might be a good opportunity just to give an update how we're doing across the district, as well as some of our internal benchmarks. So we can just have a snapshot of the achievement, especially coming out of the first year of the restructuring. And we've asked a lot of our students and our staff to kind of go through and make sure that we're living up to the expectations we set.
Thank you very much. Any other board members with any comments tonight? No? Okay, then we'll close that portion of the meeting and go to superintendent's closing comments.
Thank you very much. And until a second ago, I didn't have any closing comments, but I wanted to thank you for offering up that suggestion. And I appreciate you also recognizing that it's important for the board to see the big picture with regards to student achievement. And Dr. McCahill and I have been talking about how we can best share that information with the Board of Education, while also focusing maybe a little bit closer than we would have in previous years on the impact that the restructuring has had, both pros and some challenges with that. So you can expect that at some point in the not too distant future. So thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Our next meeting will be Tuesday, October 14th, right back here in Hilburn. Thank you to our district treasurer and to our business department for being here tonight. Thank you to the Nourish reps. Thank you to all students who are here. I know you're all big fans of the external audit, and that's why you came. But if you need to have your paper signed for government class, we can do that too. And thank you to all of our new teachers, new staff, new custodians who we recognized earlier tonight at a nice little reception for them, bringing their energy and their ideas to this district. We're happy to have you. So we'll see you back here on October 14th. Do I have a motion to adjourn this meeting? Mr. Shapiro, second. Mrs. Hodge, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Excellent. We'll see you back here on October 14th.